Morning, 5-minute devotional. Thank you for watching. I want to start by just mentioning some prayer requests that I had last week for uh, a friend, the Schwartz family, or I'm sorry, the Stauffer family through Mike. I'm praying for their family. I'm also praying for Caitlin Schwartz. And those two are definitely being lifted up in my prayers. If you have any prayer requests, please include them on my Facebook page or message them to me, and I'll make sure those get included in my prayers. So, we're going to be talking about the thorn in the flesh today, and Paul was not real specific about the thorn in his flesh. He talked about it in 2 Corinthians. I lost my page here. 2 Corinthians 12:7. He talks about the thorn in his flesh. And he doesn't specifically say what it is. He doesn't say it's my eyesight's going bad, or I have malaria, or whatever it is. He leaves it very open for. I think it's on purpose. I know it's on purpose, so that way, as other fellow believers, we can relate our personal thorns in our flesh to his. I'm going to pick it up right here in verse 5, 2 Corinthians 12, verse 5. A little bit of reading here, but it's good. So, here we go, verse 5. That experience, he's talking about, Paul was given awesome visions and things from the Lord, like he said he was taken up to the third heaven, and he just witnessed some awesome things that no other human has ever witnessed. And so he had a lot to boast about. He could have boasted about what he's seen and what God trusted him with, but here we go. That experience is worth boasting about, but I am not going to do it. I will boast only about my weaknesses. If I wanted to boast, I would be no fool in doing so, because I would be telling the truth. But I won't do it, because I don't want anyone to give me credit beyond what they can see in my life or hear in my message, even though I have received such wonderful revelations from God. So to keep me from becoming proud, I was given a thorn in my flesh, a messenger from Satan to torment me and keep me from becoming proud. 3 different times I begged the Lord to take it away, and each time he said, "My grace is all you need. My power works best in weakness." So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses, so that the power of Christ can work through me. That's why I take pleasure in my weaknesses, and the insults, hardships, the persecutions, and troubles that I suffer for Christ. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Wow. So, Paul's thorn isn't fun for him. He's begged the Lord 3 times to take it away. It causes him pain and suffering and difficulties, but yet he's thankful for it in the grand scheme of things. Paul says more than once, 3 different times I begged him, and each time he said, "So now I am glad to boast about my weaknesses." Why would God do that? Why would God give us weaknesses? Well, the thing is, we're human, and we're flesh, and it's easy for us to start getting proud of little things we've done, or what accomplishments we think we have, or within our own strength. And what God's doing here with Paul is saying, Paul, you've got every gift I can give. You've got the ability to speak to people. You can teach the word. You can love people. You can do everything I've called you to do. But I don't want you to be proud of it. I don't want you to get the wrong frame of mind. And God still works that way today. He'll give us thorns in our flesh. Like I said, Paul didn't get real specific on what his was. There's a lot of ideas that it could be a spiritual warfare, such as persecution or hate from other people or whatever. But there's also probably more thought that it was probably an actual physical in his flesh thorn. Some say it was his eyesight, or malaria, or convulsions, or epilepsy, or whatever it was. It was something that Paul had no control over, first of all, and it was something that Paul had to work around to do great things, and that keeps us humble. So, what I really liked about it was Paul was thankful through the whole thing. The Bible tells us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18, be thankful in all things, good and bad. Be thankful for them all, because you know what? They're all from God. Everything that we're experiencing in our life as a Christian is preordained, pre-planned, pre-organized by God. And if we start feeling sorry for ourselves, or thinking that this is just too bad for me. It's too much. It's too much difficulties. Then we're almost doubting God. We're almost doubting His omnipotence and His plan, and we don't want to go that route. So, my encouragement to you today is I know you've got a thorn in your side. I know you've got something difficult in your life, and God's going to use that. But stay humble. Stay humble through it, and allow God to do great things in you, through you, by you, and from you. Be thankful. Embrace that thorn. We've all got one. I'll tell you what, if you don't have one, you haven't looked very hard yet. So embrace your thorn, be thankful for it, and let God work His power through your weakness. Tell somebody about Jesus today. Love somebody recklessly. And if you have a prayer request, include it on my Facebook page, and I'd love to lift you up in prayer. Thank you very much. Praise the Lord.